Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing your Fear the Walking Dead video for today, leading up to Season 3, Episode 6. In this one, we're going to give our thoughts on Ophelia being with Walker's group. And spoiler warning, if you guys have not seen Fear the Walking Dead up to current date, which is up to episode 5 for season 3, we got 2 weekends left for Fear. Got the double finale or mid-season finale coming up next weekend. And this weekend we have the premiere for episode 6, which I am very excited to see after such an amazing episodes 4 and 5. Really really killing it right now with Fear the Walking Dead. They're doing a great job. So with regards to this one, definitely wanted to give my thoughts on this, which is that I was going through the pictures because, you know, we had seen some pictures earlier on this season that were released by AMC officially. They even have them on AMC's website page. You can go there and check them out for yourself. And they've got credits in them. And this one credits Mercedes Mason, who of course plays Ophelia in Fear the Walking Dead. And now that we know the characters, the picture makes more sense to me. When it was first released, I even included it in a video and gave my thoughts on it before, but we didn't know any of these other characters before, so we couldn't really recognize them as well. Now you can clearly see that this is Ophelia wearing the same type of gear as she is in the other picture, where you can see her with the minigun that may have been used to shoot down the helicopter. So in this one, we can see her actually standing with Walker himself, which is pretty cool, you know, just to think of. It's pretty strange to me that I didn't notice it before, but I didn't up until now, until we got to know these characters. And also you can see at the front, which is Jake actually talking with them. So also something I didn't notice before, because we didn't really know who Jake was at the start of this season. It's strange to me that AMC would release a picture like this for Fear, because of course it kind of lets us know that she is indeed with Walker's group and our group of villains for this season, which could be very interesting. She also, in terms of what she's wearing and kind of the way she's braided her hair and everything, you know, it's very culture-esque. It's very like with the group, with the culture. So has she kind of blended into this group at this point? It's going to remain to be seen. But what could Jake be discussing with them about? We'll probably see this scene coming up pretty soon. Maybe it's this weekend, maybe it's episode 6, or maybe it's episode 7, getting ready for the mid-season finale. But I can't help but think that maybe Jake is trying to work things out with Walker in maybe a peaceful way. That's kind of how Jake is. He might try to do that. Troy is probably not going to go for that after all those that have been killed and everything. Madison probably wouldn't want to go for that either because of losing Travis and all that. But you know, Ophelia being with this other group, I think, is pretty interesting, and just how that kind of works. Is she our season 3 Andrea? If you guys think about the original Walking Dead, where she goes with the governor there, and I don't mean that Ophelia would be romantically involved with Walker, but I just mean that she's on the wrong side. She's on the other side. She's with the group that you know is pretty bad right now, doing a lot of killing a lot of people, feeding people to crows, you know, possibly scalping them beforehand. I don't know. You know, it's hard to tell if the guy was scalped or if the crow did that. But that's another thing that natives used to do, is scalp people, and that's pretty brutal, man. Scalp you, feed you to the crows. Oh my God, it's just so bad, right? So really excited to see what they do with Ophelia. Here's a character that I really didn't care much about before, and now I'm very intrigued to see what they do with her, how she works into this whole story, if Daniel runs into her and is able to find her, if he joins up with the other side against, you know, it's going to just be really interesting. It's a really great setup here for some great drama with having some of our initial characters, our season 1 characters, on different opposing sides. Very interesting stuff. David Farley says, still no Ophelia. And yeah, he's right. We haven't seen her even now. So it's 5 episodes into season 3, and she has not had a single scene yet, so far as we know. I didn't check the people that were kind of pulling out the guns on Madison and the others. I don't think I saw Ophelia there, but I'm not sure. I'd have to check again, because they're all so small and they're hidden behind you know, rocks and that kind of thing. It's hard to see. But is it possible she could have been in there? Hard to tell. But yeah, I think we'll see her soon. I think this weekend probably probably will see her return, or maybe could be like, next weekend with episode 7 or something. But she's got to get back in there soon for sure. A. Marie says, hey Trev, Q&A. How do you think Ophelia will react if and when she meets her father again? Do you think Daniel could talk her into leaving the Indian group, or could Daniel possibly join Ophelia's group? Love your videos as usual. So thank you, Marie. I think Daniel would do just about anything he has to do for his daughter in order to protect his daughter, to keep her safe. He would probably do just about anything. He's killed a lot of people. He's a pretty hard man. He did spend some time with Madison and the others, and they did help him out. Travis is not there anymore, so I don't think he would want any harm to come to them. But he's going to side with his daughter, I would think. And if she's not willing to leave that group, Daniel could be one to join it. Maybe we could see something like what happened with Dante, if he's able to kind of join into the group, remain undetected, and then all of a sudden, spring an attack or something, and maybe assassinate Walker, kill him, do something like that. Could be pretty interesting. But right now, I mean, he's still in Mexico. They're on the stateside, so it might be a bit before they run into each other again. Even though Daniel is looking for her, that's his main objective right now in life, is to find his only daughter. Which is totally understandable. Epic Zombie Killer says, Q&A Trev, why do you think they never made any figures for Nick and Alicia? That's something I've been wondering. They made figures for Madison and Travis, but not Nick or Alicia. Do you think it will happen? And will there be a Daniel figure? What are your thoughts on this, Trev? So that's a good question from him. If you guys didn't know, they have released figures for Madison and Travis. For Epic Zombie Killer, I wouldn't hold my breath, brother. I don't think they're going to release any more for Fear, to be honest. With the amount of ratings Fear is getting, the buzz that it's getting for the show is very light for Fear. I'm loving the show right now. I know a lot of you guys are loving it. I'm pretty hyped for it. But as far as selling merch for Fear, I don't think Fear's at that level, to sell a lot of merch. I don't think it's going to sell that well. They could just make another Rick or another Daryl or something, and it'd probably sell more than a Nick or an Alicia. Granted, I'm not opposed to them making figures for Fear, and I'd love for Fear to become more popular, but, we'll have to see if maybe people eventually check out this season, then they might get more into it because the season's been so good. But I wouldn't hold my breath for any additional merch releases like that to be released, because we just don't know the future of Fear, and I don't see it at that kind of a pop culture level right now where everybody knows about it and everyone knows who Nick and Alicia are. I don't think they're that recognizable in pop culture right now. I wish they were more, but they're just not. Biggest season Fear had was the first season, which is never really a good thing for a show. You kind of want it to become more popular, not less popular as time goes on. Alex Harrison says, if the land, and we'll end with this one, I suppose, if the land the ranch is on truly belongs to Walker's people, is he really a villain? So this is one where it makes it very easy to sympathize with Walker and his motivations. Granted, he's done some things that are very brutal. He's killed a lot of people now. He's responsible for killing Travis, so far as we know. We don't know who took the shot, but it seems like it. So he's a good villain. He's a villain where you can understand his motivations, but not necessarily agree with them. But with regards to what native people and their ancestry had to go through is really, really brutal. I mean, with what happened to them in North America, is definitely something like here in Canada, for example. We don't ask them to pay taxes. They don't pay any taxes. They don't pay sales tax. And how could we ask them to pay taxes? You can't. It's really, we live on their land, if you think about it. They were here first. It's theirs, really. All of North America is. We took it by force. The British, coming over, Americans, we took it, right? So, that's, just ponder on that for a second. So I think as a villain, his motivations are easy to get behind, that you could feel that way. I mean, in modern society, after taking it, of course, does the ranch belong to the Ottos? Yeah, it does. It belongs to them. It's theirs. They built it, their land, everything like that. But yeah, you can really understand the motivations that he would have, to take a place like that is safe. And it just has so much and is so prosperous and everything. And I mean, that's kind of the classic thing with zombie apocalypse movies, and that is, if you find a place you know, that's really safe, then you have to worry about other people taking it from you or trying to take it from you, right? So really good stuff. So that'll be it for today's video, guys. If you missed the video predictions for episode 6 in the channel right now, if you missed the review for episode 5, definitely check it out. Incredible episode, and just really feeling fear right now. Excited to see what happens with Ophelia being on the wrong side, and wanted to point that out for you guys if you didn't check out that picture before, or you just forgot about it like I did. So let me know what you guys think. Really interesting stuff. Great development here for a great mid-season finale, and I am just so appreciative, so enjoying Fear the Walking Dead right now. It's just it's so great, man. If you guys like this video, please send me another question. Yeah, send me a question for another Q&A, maybe tomorrow or the next day. Also, thumb it up. You can share and favorite, and if you're new and you want to subscribe, bottom left to subscribe. That's it for this video, guys. See you again soon for another. Check out those videos from last night. It's Trev. I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.